Hey crafters! Today, I would like to share some tips on how to create this effect on your stitch lines. The one you see on the video is called French style saddle stitch because it was first used around the 13th century when leather crafters were working on saddles and horse-related items. The French style, or slanted style, has a unique look strongly appreciated by the luxury industry consumers. I'll show you how to obtain this aspect 100% of the times with almost 4 different approaches, 2 using a stitching pony and 2 without. They are close, but slightly different to match all the needs. With Babylon leather kits, you currently have 2 options. You have this kind of kit which offers round holes with a little bit thicker thread, or you can have a kit with thinner thread and, in my opinion, a finer look and feel. But this is only my opinion, of course. To get this, Babylon Leather offers slanted hole kits. Let's see this specific kit I recently received. As you can see, or not really, the holes are really discreet. Let me show you. So these are slanted holes that will help us shape our stitch lines like we want, like you've seen at the beginning of this video. First, I'm going to record the steps when using a stitching pony. If you don't have one, I really suggest that you take time to think about buying one. It's like €15 on Amazon for the basic one, and it will save you a lot of time and energy. I'm going to stitch the handle that is already glued and painted on the edge. The stitching is kind of decorative, but it will avoid the leather and paint from split over time. The slanted holes are barely visible. If you need to stretch the holes a little bit, you can use this kind of awl to make all your holes visible and work a little easier. We will be stitching from a starting point and all the way around the handle edges. To do so, you'll need at least 4.5 times the length of the stitch line. Again, I'm going to show you my way with the stitching pony, and just after that, without it. If you want to jump, use the video timeline. To thread a needle, flatten a bit your round thread provided with the kit. It'll help pass the thread in the needle. Then you pull the thread around 2 times the size of the needle and pierce the thread 1 or 2 times. Then you pull this extension right to the other end of the needle to join the main piece of thread. It'll lock the thread. Do the same with the other end and other needle. When you start stitching, pick a side and put your needle through the first hole. This one is a bit thick, so if you want to make it easy to go through, nudge the needle a little bit like so. It'll help. Before you start stitching, you need to get the middle of the thread. That's easy. Take the 2 needles in one hand and pull until you have tension on both sides. I start on the left side, pass the needle from my left to the right, going through the second hole. If it's a bit hard to go through, move the needle around like that. Okay, now I use my right hand and needle. I put the right needle under the left one to catch it and pull to get both needles on one side. To get both needles. And I'm using my right hand and my left hand to pull the thread down, creating a bit of tension so the thread really lies down on the slanted hole. Then, the right needle goes into the same hole. Try aiming the top of the slanted hole the more you can. With the tension on the thread going down and the needle aiming top, you should be able to pass the second needle without piercing your thread. If you want to double check you didn't pierce your thread, you can pull the thread a little. If the needle stays and if the thread is easy to come, you should be fine. Else, just pull the thread in the other direction to remove it from the needle. In the left hand, take the thread and make a small turn around over the needle. You catch the needle right away and pull it through. You have now 2 loops, one left, one right. When you pull both sides, you pull on the left up and you pull the right down. It'll force the thread to lie down between 2 holes with the shape we want. Now I'm showing the left side to demonstrate from different angles. The left needle goes through the hole. Then catch the left needle with the right hand, pull it a little, add some tension to pull the passing thread down the hole, then pass the right needle through the top part of the hole to avoid piercing your thread. Make a small turn around the right needle on the left side and pull the needle. Pull on the left side by going up and on the right side by going down. You see with more precision that the small turn around the needle and the pulling going up help with the shape of the stitch point. By exaggerating the gesture, you'll make the shape more clean. Now, let's see on the right side so you can have a clear view on each side. So left side goes through the hole. I nudge it a little to stretch the hole so it's easier to work with. I catch the needle with my right hand, pull it a little, and add a bit of tension. I put the right needle through the hole. You see the position of the needle? It's near the top of the hole, while the thread is near the bottom part. Like that, you don't pierce the needle, or at least you pierce it less often. Then the small turn around the needle on the left, pull the needle, and left goes up, right goes down. And you keep the pace and effort over and over again. If you find that it's really hard to go through the leather, use this kind of awl to make the hole bigger before you use your needles. It's going to help make the whole stitching process smoother. Now for the folks out there who don't have a stitching pony, first I really recommend buying one if you're about to make this kind of work relatively often. It'll save some time and cramps. Otherwise, here is my first way to do it. It'll be pretty similar to what we saw before. Pass your left needle through the hole, catch it on the right side by putting your right needle under the left needle. Pull it a little, and then you want to block the thread on the left side and pull down on the right to create a bit of tension. Pass your right needle through the hole by aiming the top of the hole to avoid piercing your thread. I usually pull a bit the thread to double check I didn't pierce the thread. Make a small turn around the needle on the left side, then pull it. Pull completely on the right side, then do the same on the left. In the end, pull both sides to lock your stitch and force the shape. Good shape on both sides. Perfect. Let's repeat one more time for the sake of learning together. Another way to do it is by passing one needle and thread all the way through, and then taking care of the other side once the first is done. The important thing is to remember that you need to place your needle and pull in the right direction. Here I want it to lie on the top part of the hole, so I pull up. Then I go from the other side. Take my other needle, create a small tension on the thread, aim for the other side of the hole, and pull on the other side. And I pull in the right direction so the thread lies on the bottom part of the hole. Last technique comes when you fold a piece of leather, or when stitching two pieces together with slanted holes, create overlapping holes that shapes like an X. This situation is tricky and require almost the same steps. Pass your left needle through the hole, then catch it on the other side with your right needle going under the left needle. Pull it through and pass the right needle through the hole. This time, instead of making a small turn around the needle, simply don't do it and pull the needle. Another difference here, this time left side pull the thread going down and right side going up. Your only enemy here will be your muscle memory. this is all I have to share today. I really hope this was clear enough to help you better understand saddle stitching in most of its shapes, and that your future creations will benefit from your newly acquired skills. Congrats on learning new techniques! Don't forget to share this video to your friends or fellow crafters to help them too. A small thumbs up, like, or comment on this video would be really appreciated and will help a lot. If you like this content, you can also subscribe to this channel. Enjoy your craft and see you around.